All right. Hello, OA. Hello, T. Welcome back to 428 Shibuya Scramble. Hello, Chi-chan. Woo! Last time, we had a whole bunch of stuff happening going on with our reporter friend trying to fight for justice and also to maximize his time available. The game become a sort of time management simulator. Oh my god! And trying to get all those, stories. They have two deadlines by 4 and by 6, by 8, and it looks like it went pretty well. Like I think we ditched the correct story, and we got, and we actually acquainted him with Achi's father. So he's probably gonna run into Achi in the next hour, because we got him run. But now that he's not going to fuck up Tama. Oh yeah, that's right. No mouse for this game. Oh hey, too silly. Now let's see. Where is? Yep. Here's our little screen. Alright, let's get back to Tama. Wait, we already got this. Shit. Wait, it's F2 is the time chart, right? Okay, I guess we're gonna go back here. Alright.
Somehow I managed to drag myself away from the shop. Just a few minutes later, I ran into Mr. Yanagashita.
Hey,
A voice said out of nowhere.
if you want, I can pay you 10,000 for a day's work.
I found myself staring at this frumpy middle-aged man who was handing me his business card.
Managing Director Junichi Yanagashita, Yamato Health Foods Co. Limited.
I'm in a real bind here. Need some extra help. Would you mind coming with me? I'm begging you, just one day.
He seemed pretty sketchy. As much as I needed money for that necklace, I wasn't going anywhere with some random weirdo. I ignored him and just tried to walk off.
Please, please.
Yanagashita grabbed me by the hand. Watch it, pal! He snapped. Hands up or I start shouting for help!
Please, it's not like that. Just hear me out. Look,
I'm guessing it's her saying that.
Oh, look, I'm in a hurry.
please, please.
Knock it off! I spun forcefully away from him, yanking my hand from his grip.
Who?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we saw this already, but
Yanagashita whirled through the air and fell into the bushes.
Ooh, whoa, where'd that come from?
He gasped. His eyes were wide as saucers, even though it looks like he's squinting.
You a martial artist or something?
No, I think that was just a fluke. The truth was, I was surprised at myself at how well I'd pulled off that escape move.
Oh, okay then. Look, I'm sorry. Could you give me a hand?
No way.
No, I mean give me your hand. My hip's killing me here. Whoa.
I guess. The least I could do was help the guy get to his feet. Look, why are you hurting me so much?
Please don't be angry. The moment I saw you, I just felt it. You're the only person who can possibly do this job for me.
I let out a sigh, but my interest was admittedly piqued. What kind of job?
I need a sales rep for a health supplement. I want y'all to do a PR diet and a success story from a product. Just look at you. You have the body of an actress. Sales are gonna go through the roof.
Well, it was hard to feel too offended when he told me that. The job didn't seem as fishy as I'd initially suspected. All right, maybe I'm interested, I said. There's just one thing.
Yeah, whatever it is, I'm sure I can handle it.
I need 20,000 yen as soon as possible. So if the day only pays 10,000, you're up shit's creek, putty.
Oh, all right then. If you can sell 100 bottles at our sales event, I'll throw in another 10,000 as a bonus. How's that sound?
I certainly couldn't think of any other way I was going to earn 20,000 yen in a single day. This might be exactly the break I needed with certainty. You've got yourself a deal. You have my services for the day, I said, bowing my head.
Yahoo!
Yanagashita jumped for joy.
Nice boots.
Oh, what about your hip?
Huh? Oh yeah, it's better now. All better. Fixed itself just now.
Yanagashita bowed deeply as I gave him a dubious look.
Look, I'm sorry.
He added hurriedly.
I wasn't trying to pull a fast one on you. Honest. I was just scouting for talent, and I saw you and well.
Was trusting this guy really the best idea? Wasn't this how Taken started? I was starting to worry just a teensy bit about whether he'd actually pay up.
Look, I staked everything on this sales demo later today.
He went on and on.
He's the make or break opportunity of a lifetime.
Sure.
I'll be honest with you, I'm in a ton of debt. 2 million yen. 2 million.
Yanagashita's tone had taken on a feverish intensity.
If I don't pay it back by the end of the day, then boy howdy, am I up the creek without a pedal.
How? How did you even get into a situation like that? I asked. He gazed skyward, a far-off look in his eyes.
Because even if he knows he has no chance of winning, sometimes a man just has to stand and fight. But I guess a girl like you wouldn't understand.
He laughed and smiled at his own words, trying to look cool. But he was right. I sure as heck didn't understand in the slightest.
Anyway, real quick, could you put this on?
Mr. Yanagashita briskly rummaged through his bundle, thrust a cat costume out toward me. What? Here?
Yeah, for the sales event, you gotta hand out some samples.
I think we saw that already, right? The burning hammer in the soup sample bottles is cut 10 parts to 1 with water. Even so, it's intensely spicy. And drinking it on an empty stomach is sure to cause gastrointestinal distress. Or even make the drinker black out. It's hard to believe that sample of something so dangerous would ever any customers. What about the Japan's FDA? How the fuck did that pass inspection? You never know. There could be housewives or young women out there who accept such a risk in the name of weight loss. Another terrifying thought.
And with that, Mr. Yanagashita, what about giving me info in the mascot suit?
Yeah, Chi-chan, like, there's all these people that, like, ambush you. Like, in Australia, it's the weirdest thing. I never really ran into this that much in America, like, if ever, but, like, they position people who, like, always constantly want you to sign random petitions or, like, sign up for shit. Like, I've learned to just say, sorry, I'm busy, really quick, and just walk quickly by them. It's really, really interesting, like weird. And it's really uncomfortable. Seriously, like, I know exactly what you're talking about, Chi-chan.
Looking back on it, it was a pretty ridiculous turn of events.
No, I don't think I've, like, it's super rare in America to yeah, to see something like that. Chi-chan, yeah.
Still, if I was gonna get my hands on that necklace, I had to take the chances this job would pay out.
I doubt we're gonna be able to sell a single bottle of this crap.
Cheery whispers into my ear. I'll just have to do the best I can, I say. I say it to myself more than to anyone else. Once again, I ask myself, why am I in such a rush to get this necklace anyway?
Okay, so she did lose her memory. Why does she need the necklace so badly?
I honestly don't know. It's the strangest thing. Ugh! I try my hardest to think of a reason, but all I get is a dull aching throb at the back of my head. Gah! Repressed memories! It's the same pain.
Yep. Oh my god, she's totally the sister. She's totally the sister. Oh my god. I gotta tell you guys a story that you're literally not gonna believe. Because it sounds so absolutely insanely fake. Like, literally. Like, nobody would ever believe that this is something that actually happened. Outside of our house, an ice cream truck literally fucking broke down. This was years ago, like maybe a couple years ago. I wasn't home at the time, but my SO was, and they said that they were literally giving away ice cream because it broke down. Their freezer broke down on the side of the road, and we had a fucking freezer full of ice cream for the longest time. But get this, it was the one flavor that we both hated so much. It was mint chocolate, so it's like a fucking monkey's paw thing. It was. I like it. Like, that's something that you like. like that's not something that actually happens. It was the most insane thing. I didn't even see it. Like, they just told me about it later, and I saw the freezer full of mint ice cream. Like, it was like, thankfully there was like mint with a bit of chocolate and nuts, so it wasn't too bad. We stomached it. It's like, but like, could you believe that that was an actual thing that happened? Like, that just sounds like an excuse someone would use to get out of something. I still can't believe that. No, we didn't get the freezer, but because it would happen right outside our house. Not right outside, but pretty close. And they said that the ice cream was being handed out. So, yeah, we brought it all into the freezer. Into our freezer. Hello, Zarmegas. Welcome to the stream. Seriously, like, the odds of that must be absolutely astronomical. Anyway, back to the story. Yeah, that is Kameda tier luck. Seriously.
It's the same pain I felt earlier, as if I've gotten a good bonk on the head or something. Which I probably did. To be continued.
Oh, wow. We don't even get to see the fucking destruction. happen. Oh wow, jeez. All right, so we finished a bunch of people. Let's get back to Osawa. Damn, okay. Wow, her to be continued is way before everyone else's. Okay, Osawa, let's do it. You're the last one. Like hell, I'm gonna... Like the boss is probably in on this bullshit. After a time, Osawa could feel himself growing calmer. He took a nice deep breath. First, he took a nice deep breath, and he closed his eyes and tried to banish his nerves completely. Inclining his head toward the music, he could feel the melody pervade his body. He could scarcely believe that there had been a time when he hadn't cared about music. Surely something that had such a strong effect on the body and mind alike also conveyed a deeper meaning. Osawa let the positive energy flow through him, buoying his spirits. At last, when his mood had sufficiently calmed under the music's influence, Osawa reached for the handset.
Oh, Mr. Osawa, did you have to make a phone call?
The study door had opened, and a stolid-faced man had appeared in the doorway. It was Yoshio Kajiwara, one of the detectives from the Shibuya precinct. A detective with the Shibuya precinct's criminal investigation division. He is sociable but awkward. Despite his reserved personality, he can be quite unsettling. His colleagues at the precinct refer to him by nicknames such as Japanese Columbo and Little Ken Takakura, given his own quirky demeanor as a detective. Okay, I wonder if he's like a rival to Kano. He struck Osawa as a bit too soft-spoken and meek for a detective, really. And his treatment of the kidnapping case gave an impression of flighty detachment that made him seem rather undependable.
No, it's nothing important.
Osawa drew his hand back from the phone.
Have there been any developments, Detective?
Kajiwara shook his head apologetically.
I'm sorry to bother you, but when you're finished in here, would you be so kind as to come to the living room?
All right, Osawa said quietly.
I'll only be a little bit longer.
Kajiwara nodded and departed. Oh, okay, so he's gonna call him anyway. He took a nice deep breath and then he dialed up Makino. So I guess the difference was between if he had the song to calm him or not. Let's see, what voice should I give Makino? Let's see. He seemed like a mastermind, maybe. You know what? Since the girl's father is probably not too big of a character, I'll give him the Alfman voice.
Has there been any progress?
Makino asked as he picked up. His voice was somber.
No, Osawa said. Nothing much yet.
A tiny sigh came in from the other end of the line.
I see. Then what can I do for you?
Sir, I'll just get right to the point. Have you conducted clinical trials using the antiviral drug?
Makino didn't respond right away.
What makes you think that?
He asked at last. Osawa described the emails he'd received. When he'd finished, Makino let out his breath in surprise.
Not over the phone,
he said.
We'll discuss this in person. I'll head over to your place when I'm done here.
As soon as possible, sir,
As soon as I can manage.
Makino said.
You're not the only person who's busy.
With that, Makino hung up. There was no doubt about it then. There had been human testing. Osawa went to let Tanaka know he'd been meeting with Makino. Kachiwara stood in the hallway. Wow, this is a very unsettling camera angle here. It's like a horror-style camera. He looked like he'd been waiting there the whole time for Osawa to come out of the study.
Are you hungry?
He asked.
Here, I've got something that's good for when you're tired.
Kajiwara then slipped a hand into his suit pocket. A banana. Let's find out what a banana is. I have no idea what that is. A fruit belonging to the family Musaceae, genus Musa. Elvis Presley,
The King Rock Roll
was a huge lover of bananas, and the peanut butter and banana sandwich is said to have been his favorite. Wow, that does not sound like a good combination to me. If a banana peel is dropped under even remotely comedic circumstances, there is a high chance that someone will eventually slip on it. But yeah, the thing is, like, when banana peels are only slippery if you manage to drop them in a very specific way, with the inside part facing to the floor. I'm fine, thanks, Osawa said. Hello, Soars. Welcome to the stream. Kajiwara seemed to lack a detective's sense of situational awareness. Just being around him got on Osawa's nerves.
Well, sir, I need you to come with me,
the detective said.
if you don't mind.
He took Osawa by the arm. As Kajiwara hurried him toward the living room, Osawa could hear other detectives talking on the other side of the door.
He's working at a time like this, seriously? Sheesh, I do not get rich people and their priorities.
Rich people? Scientists rich? Well, he is the head of a lab, but... Oh my god.
Yeah, I feel bad for his daughter. Her dad's a real piece of work.
Nice. They were bad-mouthing him in his own house.
I'm really sorry about all that.
Kajiwara said, pausing in embarrassment. Osawa pushed past him and opened the door. A number of police detectives had holed up in the living room. They went suddenly silent. What am I? Silent as Osawa entered.
So tell me, he said sarcastically, would you rather I stay here weeping as I watch this disaster unfold?
The detectives winced and grimaced.
Forgive me for not being a perfect father,
he added, his hostility building. Kajiwara stepped forward to intervene before things got out of hand.
No, let's not be touchy.
I am not being touchy!
Osawa snapped. He's seriously not. They're fucking dissing him while they're trying to work for him in his own house. Like, seriously. You file a complaint. But he knew full well that he was. I don't think so. Exactly, I agree. These guys had the time to sit around backbiting him, but not to go out and bring Maria to safety. I mean, seriously. Already close to half a day had gone by without any new developments. The ransom demand had come in the previous night at 8 o'clock. Maria had been abducted roughly an hour before. Oh, we get to see.
Tomorrow, 10 a.m., at Hotsko in Shibuya. Have the sister Hitomi bring 50 million yen. If not, the girl's life is forfeit.
The kidnapper called only once, so the police were unable to run a trace. I'll do it, Hitomi said. Anything for my sister. She didn't hesitate in the slightest at the suggestion that she make the ransom handoff. Osawa was staunchly opposed to the idea, but the police were of the opinion that it was better to acquiesce to the kidnapper's demands. Ai's reaction, on the other hand, baffled nearly everyone.
We don't have 50 million just lying around. Are the police going to be putting that together for us?
Kajiwara stepped in to reassure her.
If it comes down to it, the police will be able to raise the money. Okay. Go ahead then. Do it!
My god, she is really... Wow. You won't pay 50 million yen for your daughter? Like, even just have it, like used as a prop? Like, so they can catch the kidnappers? Jeez.
We'd need you to pay it back afterwards, though, of course. Well, then what's the point of that?
Ai's voice spiked up to a piercing shriek.
Calm down, Osawa told her. You're making a scene.
Ai turned away in a huff.
Whew! It's all right, Detective.
Osawa continued.
I'll talk to the bank first thing tomorrow morning and figure something out.
At that, Ai stormed out of the room. Kajiwara bowed his head several times in apology. Okay, good night, Ji-chan. Have a good sleep.
As soon as Hitomi's made contact, we'll apprehend the suspect and take things from there. What? Hold on. Won't that put Maria in danger? If we let the kidnapper get away with the money, we have no proof that he will return the hostage safely afterwards.
There was a certain logic there, Osawa had to concede.
I see, he said. So you're saying that catching this guy will be easier for you if he keeps my daughter hostage?
No, that's not what I was implying at all. Kajiwara wiped the sweat off his brow and bowed profusely.
At least, I promise, we'll get your daughter back safe and sound, Mr. Osawa.
Obviously, there was nothing to be gained from further challenging the detectives.
All right then. I'll let the police do their job.
Osawa bowed even lower than Kajiwara had.
How long are you going to just loaf around?
I shrieked as she stormed into the room.
Hurry up and arrest this guy!
She was becoming increasingly hysterical. An hour had passed since the suspect had taken the money, and yet the police had made no effort to apprehend him. The police apparently had a rule against discussing an operation before it was fully resolved, and so the Osawas had been left in the dark. But they had overheard the task force talking over the wireless, and it appeared that they were deliberately letting the suspect roam free.
Hey! I snapped again. If he gets away with our money, you are going to reimburse us, right?
That is all she's concerned about. Osawa scowled. She made it sound like the money was more important than Maria's life. The detectives exchanged uneasy glances. I'm going to put her in her place here. She's being kind of a bitch.
Osawa chided his wife. It's only money. It doesn't matter.
Only money? Are you serious? Do you have any idea how much we're talking about here?
The ferocity in her voice let him know with no response. He should have known better than to expect her to make sacrifices for his daughters. By now he was accustomed to Ai's coldness toward the two girls. Why? Oh. Why did he marry this girl? Was it like an arranged marriage or some shit? Like, the twins were Osawa's daughters from his first wife, who'd passed away 15 years earlier. I had no blood ties to Maria or Hitomi herself, so she's a wicked stepmother.
Well,
I continued.
are the police going to reimburse us or not?
She glared pointedly at Kajiwara.
Well, right now we're focused on making sure Maria is safe. I stormed up to him, shouting right in his face.
Stop dodging the question. Answer me.
Yes, of course, Kajiwara squeaked. Maybe would you like something to eat to help you calm down? He held out a banana. I smacked it out of his hand. Oh dear, what a waste. I mean, it's not wasted, it's a banana. It's not like the part that you eat hit the floor. Kajiwara scrambled to retrieve their fruit from the floor. Osawa went over to Tanaka and whispered in his ear.
I'm going to meet with Mr. Makino.
Tanaka nodded silently. Turning, Osawa saw Kajiwara looking in their direction. They made eye contact, but Osawa quickly looked away and strode out of the living room. Kajiwara followed after him. Excuse me, Mr. Osawa?
Yes, what is it?
The detective fussed sheepishly with his hair and forced a smile. Sir, we'd appreciate it if you could remain in the living room as much as possible. Osawa was in no mood to stand on propriety.
Look, I've got a ton of work to do, he said. Are you here to tell me to play the role of the grieving father, too?
No, not at all. Personally, I happen to think you're an admirable father, Mr. Osawa. Admirable. Did the word have a ring of sarcasm? He had no way to tell if Kajiwara was being forthright with him or not. You're no ordinary fellow, Mr. Osawa. You're a genius.
A genius? Me?
Osawa made a skeptical noise.
Am I mistaken, sir? You've made very important strides in the field of virus research. Oh, well, so I've been told.
Osawa wasn't sure how to respond. He had never considered himself a genius. He was just someone who was more interested in viruses than he was in other people.
Everyone who's a genius is also a little bit old, after all, Kajiwara went on.
Probably he'd intended that as a compliment, but still.
And I mean, there's nothing wrong with weirdos, so long as they leave us ordinary folks alone, you know?
Jeez, damn. Wow. That's like saying, oh my god, oh hello Tron Buster? Sure. Well, that's like saying, I'm not racist, but... Jeez, wow, what a... God damn it, what happened?
Is this guy trying to praise me or insult me?
Osawa let out a heavy sigh. Genius, weirdo. What did it even matter? So long as he could be left to his work, he didn't care one whit how he looked in other people's eyes. Kajiwara wiped the sweat off his forehead with a handkerchief.
By the way, what are you working on right now?
He asked.
I'm afraid you wouldn't understand even if I explained it to you.
Osawa replied.
Right. Precisely.
Even if I gave it my full attention, it would still be beyond me. Oh my god. He sounds, yeah, especially with the way they're framing Kajiwara in these camera angles and what he just said. I don't think he's gonna be a good guy for the whole time. Hello, Mystery Theater. Welcome to the stream. He peered with sudden intensity at Osawa's face. God. Seriously, good. Whoa. I should give him a different voice, shouldn't I? Oh, boy. Damn. You know what? I think I might swap Kajiwara and Osawa's voices. Given how this appears to be going, I think I might swap them.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't hide things from me, sir.
He said, yeah, I think this works a lot better. Osawa gaped, at a loss for words.
Oh, I'm so sorry,
Kajiwara added hurriedly.
Goodness, that made it sound like I'm accusing you of hiding something, didn't it?
The detective bowed his head repeatedly.
I hope you'll forgive me.
He held out the banana.
That won't be necessary. How about this, then?
Menacing. Chocolate and bananas. This time he pulled a bar of chocolate from his pocket.
No, thank you.
Did this guy just carry an endless food supply wherever he went?
Oh, my.
Kajiwara muttered.
You geniuses really are tough to sort out.
He inclined his head, mumbling to himself for a moment.
What can I get you for you then, sir?
What I'd really like is
some time by myself.
Yeah, I think, oh, okay, yeah. Yeah. I think these two work for them way better. In a daze of exasperation, Osawa felt his way to his study. Locking the door, He finally let out the breath he'd been holding. Then his eyes alighted on the bookshelf against the wall. He pulled out a photo album and began to flip through it. There were pictures of his daughter's grade school enrollment ceremony. Their mother had already passed away from illness, so Osawa had taken the girls himself. He remembered that after the ceremony, Hitomi had come down with a fever. Hitomi had been rather sickly as a girl, falling bedridden at the drop of a hat. Maria, by contrast, had been lively and energetic, quite the handful. Osawa had found it remarkable that their personalities could be so different despite them being twins. He flipped further into the album. There was a picture of the three of them at their grade school graduation. Maria was looking away from the camera. Osawa felt like someone had stabbed a dagger in his heart. His daughters are virology. Which truly concerned him more? Which did he truly love? It was ridiculous to try to compare the two. He'd known the answer before he even asked himself. Even so, human emotions were complicated, and sometimes made people act inconsistently. One of the consequences of that was this photo album. This was the last photo he had of Maria. Wow! He searched and searched through the rest of the album, but she was nowhere else to be found. Oh, I guess his was a straight shot. Okay. No choices, and no, well, real choices in his, it seemed. Here we go. When she's dead, you'll understand. He's right back where we started. Buddy, you're a weirdo. Now let's go. Wheels and I are one and the same. Please keep this email a secret. Next time. Oh, obviously the video isn't over, but all right, let's continue on. Damn, that was quite short again. Only like a half hour more news. You know what? Let's go right back with Osawa. Let's continue with his story now that we're doing him. We may as well. The rain won't let up. No matter how much time passes, it just won't stop. Ever since that day, the sound of raindrops has been burned into my mind. Such an awful, heart-rending sound, driving me to strip my life down to shadows. And yet, no matter what else I abandon, nothing will make the sound of the rain stop. Osawa stared at a postcard that was nestled into the final page of the photo album. Is it a letter from his grandpa about, like, not doing crazy shit with viruses? He'd purchased it 2 years earlier while on a trip with Maria to the Middle East. Wonder what that is. Originally used to indicate Iran, Afghanistan, and the regions surrounding them. In modern times, the term refers to part of southwestern Asia, excluding India and Afghanistan, and the section of northeastern Africa along the Mediterranean coast. However, in Japan as well as the US, the term Middle East is often understood to refer to specifically to those parts of the region with a strong Islamic influence. He'd mentioned that he was being sent there on business, and Maria just had blurted out, "I want to go with you." She had recently developed an interest in the Middle East conflict, and apparently she had been yearning to see the area finished, firsthand, I mean. Is she connected to the terrorists? Because didn't that guy have like an Arabic name? The ongoing friction in the Palestine region between Jewish people who founded the nation of Israel and the Arabs who had been living there previously. The religious and historical context of this cultural clash is well beyond the scope of what can be elucidated here. Yeah, exactly. I was like, are they really gonna go into that? Like, that's like, jeez. Like, damn, that's like a lot of stuff. His daughter's new mountain curiosity had taken him aback. She had always tended to be quiet and self-contained. The clumsy conversations aboard the airplane, the meals eaten together in awkward silence. It all felt like such a distant memory to Osawa now. Ma'am, I'm afraid I can't let you do that. I think this is one of the detectives. Oh.
Ma'am, I'm afraid I can't let you do that.
Jeez. You hear Kajiwara's voice outside the door.
Why ever not? I'm just going out for a bit.
Seriously, why did he marry her? The detective was arguing with I. Great.
Just who was it that told me I should try to go about my life as normal?
Osawa's wife sneered.
Ma'am, please,
How would you feel about being told just to sit around and wait?
I's angry shriek jerked Osawa to his feet. He hurried from the study to try to calm her down.
Ma'am, please wait.
But by the time Osawa had made his way downstairs, his wife had already stormed outside, despite Kajiwara's attempt to stop her. She's probably going to run into somebody. I was like, a lot of our choices shouldn't be able to affect anyone else if we're going to stay in this building the whole time. Osawa doubted anything he could have said would have stopped I from leaving. Trying to physically keep her from going out would have only made for an even worse uproar. He was glad that at least it hadn't come to that. He was turning to head back to the study when Kajiwara caught his eye. That fucking Kajiwara is creeping me out, man. Jeez. Resigned, he headed down the stairs and bowed to the detective. Oh, God. How unsettling this place is.
Any idea where she's going?
Kajiwara asked.
I mean, at a time like this.
Oh. I mean, at a time like this? Osawa shook his head. I wouldn't know.
I didn't think so. You know your wife really is something else.
Osawa arched an eyebrow. That's one way to describe her.
Rather rude way, as a matter of fact. Oh, no offense intended. It's just that ever since this case started, you've been both holed up in your own respective rooms. The more Kajiwara spoke, the more irritated Osawa became. What's your point? He demanded. I just mean, you haven't been having any, marital discourse.
According to one survey, in roughly 6% of households, discourse between spouses is largely non-existent. Various reasons for this were offered by the couples in question. Many claimed that they were too tired to have the energy to talk, or stated, "We wind up fighting when we talk," or "We have nothing to talk about." Mind your own business, Osawa snapped. Kajiwara dipped his head deferentially. The two of us not talking isn't a new thing, anyhow, Osawa added. I have a policy of not having pointless conversations. Oh my god, hello Sugumi. Are you Sugumi's father? And you study viruses too. It is quite common for Kenji Osawa to make it through his entire day without having a single conversation. On many days he opens his mouth only to eat or brush his teeth. His current record is a streak of 14 consecutive days, during which he didn't talk to anyone. Huh. It didn't look as though Kajiwara quite understood. Microorganisms such as viruses don't have conversations, and yet they still continually propagate in order to survive. Thinking about viruses, Osawa was back in familiar territory. He felt a surge of confidence. Once you have a clear purpose, conversation is unnecessary. And do you have a clear purpose for the relationship with your wife, Mr. Osawa? I was gonna say the same thing. Of course I do. To be a family. Oh, what do you mean by that? Do you even... Because it doesn't even seem like you like her. Oh. Arms crossed, Kajiwara struck a thoughtful pose. At least I've learned one useful thing today. Oh, at least I've learned one useful thing today, Mr. Osawa. Namely that you don't like to have pointless conversations. It's a good thing to know. Kajiwara uncrossed his arms for a moment, then crossed them right back again, furrowing his brow. But see, that's funny. You seem to have a tendency to have pointless conversations with me. And... because you keep coming to talk with me! Osawa saw red. You don't leave me much of a choice! God, this guy. What is his deal? Tanaka pokes his head out of the living room. Is something the matter? He asked. No. Osawa struggled to regain his calm. Perfect timing, actually.
There's something I need to talk to you about.
He turned back to Kajiwara.
My apologies, Detective, but would you mind giving us some privacy?
What is up with Kajiwara? Kajiwara didn't move.
Detective?
Osawa gave the policeman a hard look and saw him crack a smile.
Yes. What is it?
Kajiwara said at last.
Don't you play dumb with me. Give us some privacy.
He was thinking about something else.
Is this a discussion I shouldn't overhear? Actually, yes. It's work-related. There are business matters I'd prefer to keep confidential. I see.
Reluctantly getting to his feet, Kajiwara slipped away into the living room. I don't think it's all the detectives being creepy on Mystery Theater. I think it's just, it's really just Kajiwara and the camera angles they're using.
Tanaka,
Osawa began.
about those emails.
He stopped abruptly. What the fuck? Jeez. Hello, Renner Ryugu. My god. Kajiwara had appeared in the living room door, staring right at them.
Oh, what are you doing?
Osawa demanded.
Oh, should I not be watching?
He is straight up creeper. Okay, yeah, this is totally deliberately framed this way. Osawa felt like he was about to bust a blood vessel.
I mean, you never told me that I couldn't watch. Because it should be obvious.
Jesus Christ. Kajiwara, what the fuck is up with him? The detective made a scolded puppy face, then closed the living room door. Osawa left out a heavy sigh. He'd never been an extrovert, but he didn't recall human interaction being quite this draining.
Anyway, sir,
Tanaka prompted.
you were saying? Yes, about those emails. Something doesn't make sense. I don't understand how Mr. Makino was able to get the antiviral agent to anyone on the outside.
Sharing an Okoshi Pharmaceuticals drug with external sources while it was still under development required the approval of an executive committee that included Osawa himself. Yeah, he's an executive. See, that's why he's rich. There should have been no way the antiviral could be set out without his knowledge. Tanaka hesitated a few moments before responding.
Are you aware of the strife between the company president and the chairman?
Osawa shook his head. What? He was a researcher through and through. Factional rivalries held no interest for him whatsoever.
Makino effectively leads the chairman's team.
Oh, that's probably him talking.
Makino effectively leads the chairman's team, and the antiviral agent is their pet project. Despite being the executive officer in charge of the project, however, Makino still needs the president's approval to... You know what? Forget about that right now. What do you do about security?
In theory, it was physically impossible to get the antiviral out of the lab without detection. Entry to the biohazard laboratory where it was kept required fingerprint authentication from both Osawa and Tanaka. I wonder if that's why they need the sister. Like, will hers work, maybe? I don't know. Fingerprint authentication technology that allows an individual's identity to be verified by scanning the fingerprints. It's one element of biometrics, the measurement of physical characteristics to identify individuals. There are even devices that can identify people by checking their veins in their palms and their hands and the irises of their eyes. I've done this plenty of times in Phoenix, right? Ow, that's loud. Damn. Didn't have to be that loud. Ouch. Without the two of them there, nobody could even get into the storage facility. Multiple security guards are also posted outside the laboratory entrance 24 hours a day, making it all but impossible for an unauthorized person to get into the security storage area. Tanaka followed his drift.
Yes. I see what you mean.
He inclined his head and thought as Osawa continued. Always check the entry logs. Hold on, you guys, a second. I'm gonna make this choice, but I'll be with you in a couple minutes. Okay.
Let's just check the entry log for the storage section.
Anyone who wanted to get inside had to present their ID card to security guard on duty. It should be possible to check the computer logs to see if there had been any suspicious activity in the system. Tanaka shook his head.
I already checked the logs, sir.
Oh, he already checked it.
There was no evidence of anything suspicious. You're welcome to check for yourself, though, if you're that worried.
No, I believe you. Yet the fact was that the antiviral had been used for clinical testing. Either Makino had taken it from the lab force personally, or someone working on his orders had done so. But how? Was there really some way that they could have bypassed lab security without anyone else knowing? Osawa couldn't think how it would be. Possible. That's a very weird place to cut it. God. It's creeping me the fuck out. The living room door opened with a soft creak. It was Kajiwara, and he looked stiff and pale.
Something terrible has happened.
Here we go. What are we gonna have to prevent? Visions of tragedy flooded Osawa's mind.
Maria. Is she?
Kajiwara shook his head.
No, it's not that.
What is it then?
Osawa asked, his voice trembling.
Sir, I need you to stay calm.
Uh-oh. Osawa swallowed the lump in his throat.
You see,
Oh my god, this guy!
the toilet's clogged.
Da da da! Unbelievable. Oh god. Plunger in hand, Osawa stabbed vigorously at the recalcitrant toilet bowl, starting to loosen the unseen blockage. Oh my god, let's find out what a plunger is, you guys. A cleaning utility implement consisting of a soft hemispherical rubber suction cup attached to the end of a towel. By pressing the cup over the opening of a drain that had been clogged, one can apply suction pressure to the jostle a blockage free. Makes a variety of sounds when used, such as glub, clork, schluck, slurp, sloop, and pop. Kajiwara was at his side, wiping up the floor with a rag.
How did this even happen?
How did this even happen?
Are you kidding? I was hoping you could tell me that.
The plunger sucked and slurped at the porcelain basin. This was a first for Osawa. He'd never tried to unclog a toilet before in his life. Really?
Think of it as a blessing in disguise, Mr. Osawa.
What the hell are you talking about? What about this constitutes a blessing?
I just meant this at least happened before you needed to, do your business.
Without the slightest hint of guile on his face, Kajiwara picked up his bucket and headed for the sink back in the washing area. Grumbling to himself, Osawa punched the plunger over and over again. This was almost funny. Almost ridiculous, in fact. His daughter had been kidnapped, and he was stuck unclogging a toilet. He was quite possibly caught up in a major corporate conspiracy, and here he was unclogging a toilet. Tanaka poked his head into the bathroom.
Did you
fix it yet? If you need to urinate, then use the restroom on the second floor.
That's alright. It's fine.
Tanaka stepped in beside him and abruptly shut the bathroom door. Oh my god. Now the two men were cramped together in the narrow lavatory.
Hey!
Osawa hissed.
What the hell are you doing?
Tanaka made eye contact with Osawa via the mirror. He spoke in a hushed voice.
I've been waiting. For a moment I could get you alone.
Oh no.
I've been waiting for a moment I could get you alone.
Oh shit.
What?
Tanaka sidled around, more sidling to face him, giving him an intense stare. Oh no, this is Tanaka.
Sir, could you please be quiet for a moment?
Tanaka had tears in the corner of his eyes.
This will only take a moment.
Osawa could feel the warmth beneath. The warmth beneath of his deputy whispering against his cheek. Tanaka reached for something inside his coat. Let's see. I'm gonna do this based on the fact that it might be a misunderstanding. Let's see. I'm not gonna hit him with the plunger. He hasn't done anything weird yet. And this is Tanaka. Let's see. I'm gonna do this one.
Alright, do as you wish.
Osawa closed his eyes.
Are you sure you're ready for the... Oh,
Are you sure you're ready for this?
I'm not sure. It's all happening pretty fast. To be honest, I'm rather nervous.
I understand, sir. I mean, now that I think of it, we do spend day in and day out in that lab together. I suppose this was bound to happen sooner or later.
Oh my god. They're making this sound super awkward.
Sir, could you please open your eyes? I'd like you to look at this. You'll have to forgive me.
Uh-oh.
This is all a bit sudden.
Uh-oh.
Please, sir, take a look.
No, I can't.
It's just the two of us. It's probably gonna shock you, I know, but please just look.
Is it really that shocking?
Oh yes, very. Now please open your eyes.
Okay. No, I can't.
Sir, trust me, this isn't easy for me either.
All right.
Bracing himself, Osawa opened his eyes. Tanaka thrust out his cell phone.
Here, take this. Take a look at this.
Huh?
Osawa blinked, bewildered, then refocused on the phone. He could never have anticipated what he saw on the LCD screen. What is going on? Are we gonna get a continuation here? To be continued? Yep. We got a keep out. Yep. As I thought. Okay, you guys. Now, I'm not ending the stream early again. Don't worry. I just need to, I think I'm gonna refresh my drink a bit. And then we'll head back to Tama. This is gonna be the Tama and Osawa episode. But first, I just need to refresh my drink. I will be right back. Alright, guys. Sorry for the wait here. I really needed more coffee. I don't know what it is with fucking Fridays. Jeez. Not as young as I used to be, sadly. Time to get back into Tama. In 1 hour, the Burning Hammer sales demo will begin.
Cheery's laying out the assortment of snacks that we'll have on the end.
Hey, Tama, you hungry?
Why, yes. Yes, I am. I mean, that should be pretty obvious at this point. All I've had since putting on this stupid mascot costume is a burning hammer and a bunch of iced tea!
Hey now.
Cheery shoots back.
Hello, Jasmine Steele. Welcome to the stream.
What's with the attitude?
Cheery, you do remember that you ate my lunch, right?
The sticker said it was best before noon. You gotta follow the stickers.
You just made that up!
Yeah.
Oh my god, that is such like a... Oh my god. Oh my god, these two.
Cheery chortles me early and checks some more iced tea.
Okay, folks.
Mr. Yanagashita calls out as he slips into the room.
Lunch break's over. Back to work.
I don't feel like I've had much of a break. If anything, I'm even more mentally exhausted than I was before.
There's a box full of anagachi.
Oh, you mean Tamagotchi? Okay.
Toys in the storeroom on the 3rd floor. Mind bringing those down?
Anagachi, I ask. What's that? The name makes it sound like some sort of product knockoff.
Yeah. I love it when they're like self-aware of it.
Mr. Yanagashita's face widens in surprise.
You've never heard of them?
Damn.
You know, Anagachi. It's a digital pet game when you raise an eel that lives in Tokyo Bay.
Wow, totally original. A portable electronic game in which you raise a conger eel on a go, feeding it daily and clearing away feces. I remember that part of Tamagotchis. That was such a 90s thing. That was a fad in the middle of 90s. It was. I remember it. Everyone remembers it because it was the time. Those were popular around late 90s when during the Macarena was a very popular song, and it was. I do remember distinctly being right before Pokemon really took off and got big. But it was definitely after Pogs, though. Pogs had long since died off. Depending on how you raise your eel, it can wind up developing into various forms from normal eel to ultimate eel sushi. Why would you want to develop into sushi? You could also use the infrared communication feature to bring over friends for your eel from another Anagachi device. There's also sister product, Trout Watch. But in connecting the two, you can view a special event where the eel and trout characters go to a pub together. Oh my god.
Never heard of it, I say.
Huh. Well, I guess maybe a lot of people in Japan haven't heard of it yet. But it's all the rage right now with youngsters over in New York City.
I think you're about 10 years too late, Mr. Yanagashita.
NYC? Oh, you must mean New York City. It's popular in New York, really?
Anyway, I did some packing, and that's what I learned. So last month I bought a whole lot of them.
Yep, Pogs were a thing before Twitch and the popular icon. They were a game with like flat discs that people flipped around. I forget how it was played. But they were collectible, so, you know. It was a big fad that lasted for a while in the early 90s. It's one of the things that people remember as distinctly 90s. Are Pogs.
And once again, you were swindled. Yep.
Oh, that was Cheery.
And once again, you were swindled. Yep.
Ouch. Cheers, dropping the hard truth.
Oh my god, he has all the fake tears and shit. Oh my god. Mr. Yanagashita lets out a pathetic whimper.
No! Oh, my fake Tamagotchis.
Just like that, his confidence evaporates. He starts muttering to himself.
Oh, I thought it sounded a little fishy, really.
But damn it, I wish I had a fucking rim shot sound effect.
I mean, think about it. Why would kids in New York be interested in raising eels from Tokyo Bay?
He muses.
And what appeal would an eel character even have anyway? None. That's what. There ain't even an eel Pokemon. I should have known that, I tell you what. I did know it.
Then why'd you buy them? This fox is getting tiresome.
Anyway,
Yanagashita continues.
it was gonna cost way too much to keep him in storage. So I was just gonna let the recycling guy take him.
So you're just gonna throw away? Oh my god.
He hangs his head in shame. In a matter of moments, he's borderline catatonic.
The type of eel that gives Onagachi its name, Anago, can be loosely translated as the creature that lives in a hole. Mr. Yanagashita is probably wishing he could crawl into a hole right about now. Is it the eel from Mario, really? I thought that was a moray eel.
Shiri, on the other hand, flashes a big, bright grin.
Still, you know, eel's pretty delicious.
Yeah, that's unagi sushi is eel.
Oh, Cheery.
Yanagashita blurts.
Thank you kindly.
He clasps her hands in gratitude.
I wasn't exactly complimenting you there, boss.
It's the same thing. There's a little bit of me in each of my products. Anagacha and I are one and the same.
But it's not even your product! You just literally got it off somebody else. More Anagachi. A brief Anagachi gameplay clip. The trick is to feed your eel proper food and give it proper exercise. Another important strategy tip is to make sure to obtain the sharp chef's knife when you visit Kababashi Kitchen Town partway through the game. Oh, I didn't even... Sorry. You're gonna cook the eel that you raised? What does that even do? What's the point of that?
Which is to say, Eels and I are one and the same.
You are indeed a slippery eel.
Jeez. Oh my god.
Go, old man. Say something nice about eels.
They taste good.
Cheery time.
Cheery chimes right in without missing a beat.
Eels are awesome. When it comes to eel sushi, 100 pieces barely whets my appetite.
You know, these two make quite a pair. I'll ship them.
That really means a lot to me, Cheery. Thank you. Thank you.
I don't understand what any of this is about, but if it helps mend Mr. Yanagashita's wounded spirits, I guess I can't complain. I gotta sell some bottles. I leave them to their devices and head for the storeroom. The storeroom door opens with a rough, grating sound. Okay, now where's the light switch? I fumble around in the dark, feeling for the switch box. My costume's paws meet the sensations of my hands enough that even finding is difficult. I bat at the wall willy-nilly until eventually the lights come on. It worked! Apparently I found the switch even if I didn't feel it. Who knows? Whoa, what the heck is this? The storeroom is practically overflowing with shoddy goods. A painting that looks like a child's scribblings. An oddly shaped hat bearing the words, "Grow 2 inches guaranteed." A cheap-looking pendant with a tag that says it's done with a miracle stone. These are all fucking scams! Ah! You're the leader of all of like half the sub-stories in Yakuza Kiwami 1!
These stones are nothing more than simple glass beads that were purchased at 5,000 yen a piece. The seller claimed,
Normally these things sell for 10,000 a pop, but if you buy 100, I'll give you half off.
at which the buyer declared,
It really is a miracle.
before joyfully agreeing to the purchase. The fact that someone like Yanagashita actually exists to buy these things is also kind of a miracle. Oh my god.
It's like this is the knockoff boneyard where cheap products go to die. Or at least wait in purgatory until they're picked up by dollar stores that smell really weird. They break away from their pathetic herd, knowing their time has come, and end up in this graveyard of a storeroom. Let's see, Yanagachi. Let's see, a bunch of Sakatato plushes, and here, Onagachi. I quickly spy the cardboard box I'm looking for. Then I catch sight of a dark silhouette out of the corner of my eye. Ah! I yelp. Fucking cockroaches! It's one of them! Black, flat, quick, long antennae, often spotted in kitchens. Sometimes, somehow, their legs wind up in restaurant food. Ah! The size, the speed, the dark shape. It couldn't be anything else. It peers back at me from the shadow of the Onagashi box, the faint light catching the luster of its carapace. It looks ready to leap out at me at any moment. I need to act first.
You know what? I don't care if this is a bad end. I want to see it.
I challenge you to single combat! It flitters aloft! It's gunning for me, all right. Bracing myself, I step forward to confront it, which paradoxically helped calm my nerves. a sneaking suspicion that this isn't the first time it's in battle with one of these things.
Yep, 100% she lost her memory.
It's like I've trained myself to protect someone who's even more scared of them than I am. My Emoto! As I mull that over, the thing hovering in the air presses its attack against me! Now's my chance! I snatch up a nearby piece of cardboard and swat at the creature hard! It sails out the window in a graceful arc and flitters away into the world beyond.
I, the greatest cockroach that ever lived, have escaped!
Phew. At least we've parted on mutually acceptable terms. I didn't squash or blast it with pesticide. After the box label Anagachi, I scurried away from the graveyard of schlock merchandise.
I don't think that choice affected anything, but I am so glad I saw it.
Whew, I made it. When I get back to the break room, Mr. Yamagashita is still clutching Chiru's hands.
An eel's super tasty when you salt broil it, too.
Thank you.
But tempura style is probably the best.
Thank you.
Well, Mr. Yanagachita's spirit has suddenly turned around. Okay, got it. I hold out the big cardboard box. Excellent. Thank you. You girls!
Oh, that's him.
Excellent. Thank you. You girls are the greatest.
Yanagashita shouts.
His voice resounds with gratitude.
Hey, that's it. I just got an amazing idea. Why don't the three of us start our own company?
I'll pass.
I'll pass. Chiru and I respond in unison.
Man, you two shot that and went down quick. Oh, well, for today, let's just focus on selling burning hammer.
By the way, I ask, where is the burning hammer? There wasn't any in the storeroom, and I didn't see any here either. Oh, that's right. It's out back on the loading dock. We should probably go bring it in. Ooh! Let's bring the Onagachis with you too. The recycling guy's gonna be showing up soon. Come on, let's go!
Oh, that was him speaking. God damn it.
Oh, that's right. It's out back by the loading dock. We should probably go bring it in. Oh, and bring the Anagachis with you too. The recycling guy's gonna be showing up soon. Come on, let's go.
Shiaki and I followed Mr. Yanagachita out to the loading dock. But the loading dock, it turns out, is empty. There's no sign of the burning hammer anywhere. It was stolen.
I'm guessing we're gonna have to find out who stole it.
It's gone.
Mr. Yanagachita murmurs. Then his voice rises to a shout.
It's gone. All gone. The burning hammer, it's all gone.
Flying into a panic, he searches frantically from one end of the dock to the other, leaping into the air and peering down to the cracks. But no matter where he looks, there's nothing for him to find.
It was right here a little while ago. Like right here. Right here.
Is someone stealing it?
I hear the sound of an engine revving outside. Mr. Yamagashita cries out in alarm. We can see a truck starting to pull away. It's been piled out with cardboard boxes and other assorted trash.
Oh no!
Hey, boss, is that... Yes, there it is! Mr. Yamagashita begins racing after the truck.
My burning hammer!
His voice cracks as he cries out.
Give that back. Give it back!
But he's no match for his speeding truck, and the box of the burning hammer vanished before his eyes.
Burning hammer! Come back to me! Come back!
Yamagashita's wailing echoes from the surrounding buildings. It's like something out of a movie.
What the hell? What's up with that truck? Tama? Who the heck was that?
Hey, don't look at me, I reply. Oh, with all those piles of stuff, it looked just like the recycling guy.
Oh,
Huh. With all those piles of stuff, it looked just like the recycling guy.
As soon as he says it, revelation dawns on his face.
The recycling guy?
He mutters,
Oh wait, it was someone else who said that?
with all those piles of stuff, it looked just like the recycling guy. I can see the color draining from his face. The words recycling guy give me an idea.
If it was him, maybe he thought he was picking up the Inagachis by mistake. We have to find it! We have to find that truck.
This man is absolutely beside himself.
Chiri, Tama, you two split up and try to track it down.
Wait, why do we have to look for it? Again, Cheery and I speak in chorus.
wait, why do we have to look for it?
If there's no sales demo, there's no money to pay you. And then all the work you've done will be for nothing.
Right. Well, when he puts it that way, I guess there isn't much of a choice. Somehow or another, we'll have to find that truck.
It can't have gotten far.
He continues.
Now, go hunt for it like your life depended on it, 'cause it does.
Cheery and I look at each other and sigh. Ah.
How do you want to do this?
She asks. Whoa, are we playing is this Critical Role? Oh, where's Matt Mercer? Want to search together or should we split up?
Let's see. I'm gonna say go together.
Let's go together! And so, Cheery and I head out in search of the truck. As we make our way down Center Guy, peering in all directions, I sleep up into right with the man who's out with his daughter. Oh, pardon me. I get back to my feet and go to bow to the man of apology.
Oh my god. Oh!
She bows at the same time and managed to bonk our heads together. Sorry! As her dad drops to his knees, clutching his head, the little girl begins to wander off. Apparently she's seen this shit like 7 times.
Hana, wait!
We've heard the name Hana before. Haven't we? Or not. I think I'm getting mixed up with something else. The man lurches to his feet and rushes after the girl.
She seems like an odd kid. Only Tanner stuff is extremely cold and distant for her age.
Oh, I guess that's the end of that. Okay.
As the man got back down the road, Cheery's eyes light up upon a cafe.
That was Toyama. Yes! That was Toyama and his daughter. It was. I wonder what they're out doing. I guess they're having a good time.
Man, am I super hungry.
She mutters. My God, I am surprised that you're not a lot fatter than you are.
There has been barely any music this episode. Seriously, this isn't me having the volume low. It's like music has been so rare this episode.
Not now. We have to find that truck.
Yeah, I know.
I stride purposefully along. Though Cheery flashes the eatery a long, lingering look, she falls into step behind me. Cheery and I wander around town for another 10 minutes or so. Starbucks! We don't see any sign of the truck though, but we do see sign of Starbucks. Oh God, I need some Starbucks right now. Ugh, I sigh. It really is good and gone, huh? I turn to look back at Cheery. Huh? Oh no! Wait, what? Cheery's gone. She must have slipped away from me at some point. I did a quick look around, but there's no sign of her. Where did she split off? She was just there 2 or 3 minutes ago. It's 12:35. The sales demo starts in 25 minutes. What do? I don't have time to go looking for Cheery. Guess I'll have to keep searching for the truck by myself then. But I have no clues to go on, so I don't know how I'm ever gonna find it. Ah! What should I do? Keypad.
other dead end. Damn, okay, so we got 2 dead ends so far that I don't think those are chapter ends. Those are like, you gotta do stuff beforehand. Which probably means one of these people is gonna be. You know what? I'm so sorry about this, you guys. It's later than last time. But, I don't want to end. I think this is a really good spot to end for now. Next time we'll pick it up with Achi, Kano, and Minorikawa. We haven't seen Kano in a super long time. We'll catch up with him. We'll catch up with him starting next time, okay? Damn, even with this coffee. But you know what? Yeah, we made it a bit further this time. I have no idea why Fridays are just so much harder for me to do. Really frustrating, but so yeah, Friday streams might be a bit shorter. At least until, like, you know, I don't know, whatever. Yeah, it just, we also got a really good stopping point right here with the keep out and Tama, so okay, you guys. We'll pick up with Arch and Ellico on Sunday and continue this on Tuesday. So until then, I will say, so long, farewell, Auf Wiedersehen, good night. You're all the sweetest of hearts. See ya.